Good evening, everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you present here today on this very auspicious evening of Kartik Poornima. The reason why today is such a special day in the Hindu calendar has been briefly talked about and explained. I'd like you all for a minute to take at this lovely moon behind us for a minute and reflect. What is the message? What is it that we want to say? What is it that you need to do? Because whatever we are doing is symbolic. Whatever these artists have done is symbolic. Brahma, the creator of the universe, is responsible for where we are today. And we are responsible for where we are going to go tomorrow. This is the fundamental issue that we all need to consider. We need to leave this world, we need to leave this place a better place for our successors than what we inherited. Symbolically, on the recommendation of Ravindraji, our music and dance consultant at the MMCF, we decided to present today a specially choreographed dance performance in respect of Lord Brahma by none other than Rama and her daughter Dakshina Vaidyanathan. We've been doing this now for many, many years, maybe a couple of decades. The thought has been the same, that we would like to remember where we are and what our future responsibility for the following and the coming time to be is. Ravindraji has taken it to the next level by specially choreographing and driving it home even more artistically, musically, visually, in every which way that you react to and receive. I would like to thank Ravindraji. Thank you very, very much for recommending the Academy of Ramaji. And I'd like to thank Rama and her daughter, Dakshina, for taking the trouble of understanding. Because in India, history seamlessly slips into mythology. And we need to remind ourselves that in many ways it is the truth. It is not something which is just written in our scriptures and should be not taken seriously. They took the trouble of understanding the spirit of this whole issue of environment, the whole issue of pollution. We take for granted at the end of the monsoons, which is now, the moon automatically on the full moon day of Kartik Poornima will shine brightly. Well, it is very bright, and it will be bright in comparison to the last full moon or the next full moon or whatever. But there's a very basic impediment called pollution, which won't make it happen. Now that is something which is created by man. And that is what we need to ensure that doesn't happen. We like to see the stars, we like to see the moon, we like to see everything in the universe from here with our naked eyes. And let not man disturb that and create an imbalance where we are unable to see it, or what we see, our children cannot see it. That's grossly irresponsible. Rama and Dakshina, I'm very, very grateful to you for taking the trouble to understand, both of you. And going in depth and explaining in depth what, and you yourself, when you were explaining each dance performance that you were doing, I was very, very happy. And I'm very happy that we have taken this to the next level where we can penetrate, we can reach out with our message far more emphatically than what we have been able to do all these years. But nevertheless, we will carry on doing it. I'd also like to thank all the accompanying artists, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everyone who has made it possible to hold this function here. Another point I'd like to make while I'm still here is that I don't know, Rama, whether you appreciate the fact that you have trained your daughter to do Bharatnatyam. Here's another example of not only a Guru-Shishya Parampara, teacher passing on his knowledge, his wisdom to his or her disciple, but it is something which is an ongoing process. And we at MMCF are committed to pass on this living heritage. You, Rama, are passing on living heritage to your daughter. And that is another aspect that you need to remind and remember, that it is not just the dance that you are teaching her, it is not just the music you are teaching her, but you are also teaching her that how it used to be done, and in future, when her time comes, she will pass this on to her next generation. And that's how the culture of a country, the heritage of a country survives. So, ladies and gentlemen, after this very stirring and magnificent performance, where so much of thought and so much of effort and so much of grace has, and so much of lovely music and notes have been struck, I would like to thank everyone, and more so all of you sitting here in the audience, simply because you supported us. I would like to thank every single member in the audience for their support, because it encourages us, it motivates us, it makes a confirmation that we are on the right path. And if you continue to support us, I'm sure we'll make a small dent in our mission. Thank you very much.